Brilliance Audio presents the unabridged recording of City of Echoes by Robert Ellis, performed by Nick Podehl. The power to guess the unseen from the seen, to trace the implications of things, to judge the whole piece by the pattern, the condition of feeling life in general so completely that you are well on your way to knowing any particular corner of it. This cluster of gifts may almost be said to constitute experience. Henry James. Chapter 1. Matthew Trevor Jones shivered as he walked down the sidewalk and entered the restaurant. He could feel a cool breeze sweep across the back of his neck, the door snapping shut behind him. When the cold air finally dissipated, he started toward the bar, searching for a familiar face but not finding one. It was Tuesday night, and he could smell corned beef and cabbage, $50 steaks with twice-baked potatoes, and that long list of other scents and fragrances that usually accompany a crowded dining room. He could feel his body warming up to it all, the tension of the day beginning to fade and die out. The moment was exceedingly pleasant. When his friend had suggested that they meet at Musso and Frank to celebrate his promotion to Hollywood Homicide, Matt thought about the pricey menu, but only for a second or two. He was excited about his new job as a homicide detective, stoked to be working in Hollywood in spite of the commute he would be facing every day between here and his house on the west side. But even more, Musso and Frank was the oldest grill in L.A., and he loved everything about the place. The waitstaff storming in and out of the kitchen, the sound of loud chatter, of laughter, forks and knives and plates being gathered and stacked, that thunderous din that somehow seemed so soothing as it struck the wood-paneled walls and laughed out loud, refusing to be dampened or quieted or shut down. He knew that he had just entered a restaurant on Hollywood Boulevard, but everything about the place smacked of New York. Everything about it reminded him of train rides into the city as a teenager, and the modest home in New Jersey where he had been raised by his aunt. Everything about it brought back memories of his aunt and their life together, at least the good ones. The front door swung open. Matt turned and watched a young couple enter, the woman smiling at the maitre d' as she smoothed back her blonde hair. Even though he didn't recognize her, Matt guessed that she might be an actress. People were eyeing her from their tables, as if she was, and no one looked away as she strolled down the...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?